Alright, guys. Hey, it's Jonathan Liu. We're on day 27 of Project Gratitude, and it's called Magic Mirror. Alright, and today's chapter is really about, looking at ourselves in the mirror. It's about change starting from within. We're so used to looking outside of us for change or for happiness, right? It's always like we've been conditioned to believe that, oh, once this happens, then I'll be happy. Oh, once I get this job, then I'll be happy. Oh, once I find, my dream soulmate, then I could be happy. Or once I make this much money, then I can finally be happy. And we tend to do that, right? Once I buy this car, once I buy this house, then we'll be happy. What we don't focus on is inside. Why don't we focus on being happy first and then just allowing those things to come? Whatever it is that's going to make us happy or that we believe is going to make us happy. So I love this quote that I've heard years ago when I first started my spirituality path. And it goes like this. And I'm not sure who said it, but it goes something like, everybody wants to change the world, but nobody wants to change themselves first, right? And we don't look at ourselves first. Why don't we change? We blame everything on, oh, that person, she's mean to me, or he's being a jerk and he's doing this. Well, what about us? Do we ever act that way? Do we ever act like a jerk to somebody? Do we ever are we ever rude to somebody? I mean, I know I have been. I've hurt people, and that was me at that time. And I've learned in order to create the experience that I want to have, I have to start with myself first. I've been listening to a lot of different law of attraction tapes and CDs and just theories, concepts, and I've learned that all of them have one thing in common, is that we are the creators of our experiences, of our lives. We get to consciously design our lives. And the first time I heard that, I was kind of weirded out by it. I was like, what, really? I thought circumstances happen and we can only do what we can do. Truth is, we can actually create it, but it all starts from within. I want to share a quick story before I get into what today's exercise is. And it's a story about myself and my mom and how I changed in order to better our relationship. And in fact, she changed as well. So it was kind of cool. But what happened was, years ago, it's probably 6 years ago, at that time I was a very different person. I was drinking every day. I was selling drugs. I was getting high every day. I was a kind of a wake and bake kind of guy. I would wake up and the first thing I do is get baked. That's what I did. And then I'd find out where the next party was and I'd be there. And, my mom and I, for a period of time, just were, we didn't really talk much, just weren't really getting along at that time. There was a lot of anger between the both of us. And she knew how to push my buttons. I knew how to push her buttons. Just wasn't going well. And then I started this spirituality path back in 2008, 2009. And I was doing a little bit better, and we were getting a little bit better. I had been clean, I was like clean maybe a couple weeks. I was still using, but just not as often, and things were getting better. And I remember one day we were going to watch a movie. It was my dad, my mom, and we're driving to West Covina to go watch a movie. And on the way there, I forgot what we were arguing about, but we got into this big argument. And I was so mad, and she was so mad, and we got so upset. Like, by the time we got to the movie theater, we're just both like, we don't want to watch the movie. So, all right, fine. So we just drove back, and I feel bad for my dad because he really wanted to watch that movie. And we drove like 15, 20 minutes to go watch it because that was the only theater that was there, that was playing it at the time. And we had to just drive back, and everybody's mad. And I remember the first thing I did, I ran into my room, I slammed my door, turned on the music real loud, and I just grabbed my pipe, I put in my weed in there, and I just started smoking. Just boom, straight up, because I knew that would get her mad. And when I did that, I just realized, like a few minutes later, I was like, whoa, I realized I'm not even getting high for me anymore. I'm doing this just to upset my mom. And it was really weird because the music was on. I was lightheaded and I was kind of high, and I all of a sudden felt all these emotions come up, like, is this really what I want to do? And I felt guilt and shame, and my ego was pretty happy, I guess, but I realized this isn't what I want to do. This isn't the type of relationship I want with my mom or my dad. And they're not stupid. They knew what happened, and I decided to make a change. I said, you know what, this isn't working. Normally I would just be mad and usually just go out and then find a party to drink my pain away. But this day was different. And what I did was I actually decided, you know what, I'm going to make a change here. So I felt the need to go talk to my mom. So I went upstairs, talked to her, and I apologized. And when I apologized, she apologized too. And then we both came to an agreement, or we just came to an understanding of each other, and that we really, love each other. And that's not the type of relationship we want with each other. And that was the turning point of my relationship with my mother. And through the years, we've still had different arguments and different, altercations and whatnot. But in the end, we're really good now. And there's still times that, sometimes we get frustrated with each other, or we don't see eye to eye. But I focus on what's important now. And I see that, I always focus on the love I have for her and how much she's supported me through my years, and just all the different things that she's done for me, and how strong of a woman she is, and I appreciate her for all that. And I focus on what's important, so I don't allow the little things to bother me as much anymore. I don't take it personally. I don't let it really affect me, because I'm grateful for myself, who I am today, and I know that whatever my mom is doing is because she thinks that's what's best for me. And I can see that, and I can understand that, and I'm okay with that. So today we have a much stronger, much more loving, caring relationship, and I'm very, very happy and proud of myself to say that, because we've come a long way. I wanted to share that. So, but it started because I wanted to change from within, and I realized, wow, a lot of the anger I had wasn't towards her, it was towards myself, for being, a bad son, or for being, a failure in so many different things, where I didn't finish school at the time. I was, just didn't have any direction in life. And since then, I've come a long way, and, wanted to just share that story with you. So thank you for listening. I wanted to go with the exercise today. So it's very simple, and I really advise you to do it if you've been following along for the past 26 days. I really want you, because this is a tough one. This is a really tough one, and it's called the magic mirror, okay? And it's tough because it's going to be kind of awkward at first, but you really just stick with it. Just try it out. Okay, and what you do is you stand in front of a mirror, look at yourself directly in the eye, and be grateful for yourself. You say, thank you, thank you, thank you to yourself, and really, really mean it. I want to emphasize that gratitude and that joy of being you, right? Because we're always criticizing ourselves. We're always saying, I've got wrinkles here, or, oh, you're so stupid, or, oh, why'd you do that? You could have done something else. Or we're very hard on ourselves. And we need to just be grateful for ourselves, because when we're in that place where we're not criticizing or judging ourselves, that's when we're aligned with who we truly are, who our authentic selves are. And when we're at that place, man, that's when we can attract all of our heart's desires. That's when things just flow easily and effortlessly and just smooth. So really just, stand in front of that mirror and just say thank you, and really feel that gratitude for being you. And you could even say 3 things that you're grateful for about yourself. You can say, hey, I'm grateful that you are so generous with others, right? Or I'm so grateful that you took action on this particular project, right? For me, I applied for the Big Brother program. I'm really proud of myself for that, and I'm grateful that I took that step. And yeah, and if you want to take it even further, you can write down 10 things that you're grateful for about yourself, about your life. That's really it for today's exercise, today's video. And it's a little bit long, but thank you for sticking with me till the end. We got 1 day left. Wow, it's been a journey. It's been a journey. I know I haven't done these consecutively, but it's, oh man, I can tell you that it has been an amazing journey. So many things have changed and shifted. I will definitely make a video after everything's done just to see where I came from and where I'm at now. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you in the next and last video for the Project Gratitude. All right, thanks guys. Take care.